You're listening to the PlantX podcast, the digital face of the plant-based community. Join us as we explore the inner workings of all things plant-based, from the products and lifestyles to the people behind them. Each week we'll be touching on what's new in the ever-expanding world of PlantX and chat with everyone from entrepreneurs and chefs to nutritionists and scientists. Whether you follow a strict plant-based diet or just want to learn more, you're invited. Now welcome our host, the man who combined his love of e-commerce and the plant-based lifestyle to create PlantX, Sean Dollinger.
Hey everyone, welcome to our 13th episode of our podcast. Thank you very much for joining. I hope everybody had a wonderful new year and has started off the new year right. Thanks again to all of our shareholders, investors, everybody who's believed in PlantX from the start when we went public in August of 2020. And, it wouldn't have been possible to where we are today if it wasn't for all of you. And thanks again for taking time out of your Saturday to join us and learn a little bit more about PlantX. Typically, we have, when we do a press release, we bring the people onto our show so that you get a chance to meet them, see what it's really all about, the press release. On our first episode ever, we had Julia Frank, our CEO from Germany. And today we wanted to bring her back to the show to give you a little bit of an update on what took place in 2020. But before we bring her back to the show, I get asked a lot, and I did during the holidays, at least 20 or 30 interviews, which will all be going live here in the first couple weeks of 2021. And we keep wanting to drive home the point that we are an e-commerce company at the end of the day. PlantX.com is your one-stop shop for everything plant-based. We really want you to know at the end of the day, you could come shop in a safe environment. So many people don't really know what plant-based living is yet. We want them to come and experience everything and be able to purchase things and then not find out later that there could have possibly been a product. So much products come with milk powder or different ingredients that aren't technically plant-based. So if somebody's going through that effort of wanting to be plant-based and then all of a sudden they find out that what they actually ordered isn't, it's a bit of a letdown. So that's what we've created here at PlantX. And then we use our brick and mortar for distribution. So we go ahead, we ship the products out throughout North America, soon to be Israel as well. And we'll be obviously expanding around the world. And just like companies like Tesla and Apple and Microsoft create showrooms or stores, if you remember back to when those first Apple stores ever appeared, it was always about education. They had to educate the population that their platform, that their technology was the best. And here, X years later, they're the most valuable company in the world. So that's really our focus here at PlantX. And just wanted to make that really clear because we do get asked that a lot. And on that note, Julia Frank from Munich joining us today. Welcome.
Hi, Sean. Thank you so much for having me back. Remember, I've been on the first podcast. It's great to be back. Thank you.
Awesome. No, thanks for joining. And as you know, and we should go ahead and still ask it because you never know when people's coffee tastes might change. I know during this time of year when it's a little colder outside, I actually sometimes go for my decaf oat milk latte instead of just a decaf Americano. How about you? Is it still consistent?
Yeah, it's still consistent, and I just talked to my mom about it actually because I really didn't like black coffee, like Americano, but I really got so used to it. I couldn't even drink a coffee anymore with sugar, or obviously I'm not drinking milk, but I just like it simple, black coffee. Doesn't matter which season, I still drink it like that, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, awesome. I remember that change for me. It's like when you start drinking that first cup of coffee, you need to add things to it to actually be able to drink it, and then transitions into not even being able to add anything. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
So 2020, incredible year, few acquisitions, just so much. What was your highlight of 2020?
I mean, my personal highlight was actually when PlantX became a publicly traded company. I mean, I will never forget that moment. And I mean, we worked so hard, as you know, Sean, and seeing that work pay off in such a big way was to me like really, really exciting. And I mean, the company started in 2019, and then being publicly traded in the United States, in Canada, and in Germany in 2020 is just so huge. And yeah, I mean, I love ending the year on such a high note, and yeah, I'm really proud of that.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that we finally got a chance to meet just in December of 2019, if my memory serves me correct, maybe a couple of weeks earlier than right now. And the hard work that you've put in, the team's put in, all the different hats that had to be worn to get us to where we're at today is quite remarkable what we were able to achieve in 1 year. So, you know, great job on all of that. And, you know, maybe on that note, one of the big things, our friends at Bloombox put their trust in us. It took a majority share deal, and they've now joined. And maybe you want to tell our viewers a little bit about how that acquisition has went, because we're only as good as our track record.
Yeah, I mean, this acquisition is actually amazing to me because, I mean, we have been fans of Bloombox Club, what they have been doing. I mean, their plant subscription program is like super successful. And I mean, we have already noticed that the explosion in that vertical is like basically all around the world. And getting a team like Bloombox Club, like a team of expert as part of the PlantX family, to me is it's just like mind blowing. I think it's super exciting, and because we are just able to like introduce their platform anywhere and everywhere we can. And since they are really experts in their fields, they can provide us with all their insights. They can source for us and source possible partners in the indoor plant space. And for us, it's just like an amazing acquisition. So.
Yeah, no, and obviously we're going to keep working on expanding it through Europe and hopefully global, and then have Katie come help us in the US and Canada and keep expanding it. I think you're spot on with that, and so far the acquisition has went really great, and the teams are meshing together, which is fantastic. So great job on that. And you know, when I started the podcast today, I really started speaking about how our brick and mortar stores are really set up for education and distribution. Do you want to touch a little bit on that whole brick and mortar expansion, on why it's important for us?
I mean, I think for us it's like super important because we just like want to give our customers the chance to like basically like get the products, like I mean, like see them, and I mean give them like the possibility to like go somewhere and get our plant-based meals, get the plants, get like our plant-based products. And I'm also like really excited about the cafes. And I mean, this is just like the first step into our franchise model. So I think for us, it's like amazing to have these locations. And as you said, they are also for us like a kind of warehouse location. And as you also mentioned, what is like super important for us and also for myself is that these locations are kind of education centers. So people can go there. You can like get all the information about like a plant-based lifestyle. And I think it's super, super important to educate the people about that. So I think it's great to have those locations.
And you hit it bang on with the whole franchise model, to be able to expand this global footprint of allowing people to come learn. And then on top of that, perhaps being able to offer same day delivery in all of these main cities, I think will be absolutely key late 2021, 2022. So, you know, we do this vodcast, for example, every single Saturday, so that our viewers, our shareholders, our customers could come learn a little bit more about the company. And we want it to be really, really interactive. So please, whoever's watching today, feel free. We have Julia on from Germany, and it'd be great to get the questions out there to ask her. Like, that's why we do it live. Nothing's scripted here. It's all organic while we're speaking. And at the end of the day, we just want to give you guys the most out of each show. So give feedback. Last episode, you'll see I was wearing our new PlantX outfit. We'll go ahead and send that out to anybody who gives us some valuable feedback on the podcast. And Julia, one thing that even last December when we spoke in December of 2019, I always explained how important it was to me to connect with our shareholder base. You know, they trust us with their investments, and you know, that's something that's really, really important to me. I know about a month and a half ago, you guys came up with this really clever and fun idea about you going and doing these recipes on YouTube, or maybe I don't know the platforms that you're doing it on, but I know the feedback from customers and everybody, they're absolutely loving it. And I know that we just reached some type of milestone the other day. Maybe you could comment on it.
Yeah, I mean, so we do that, those recipes on Instagram and TikTok for the ones that didn't see it yet. So in case you don't know it, I really, really love to cook. And obviously I cook plant-based. So why don't we like share when I do the cooking sessions? And I'm not a big fan of like cooking like, you know, fancy 2-hour like recipes or something. I like it like quick and easy and obviously healthy. So we thought it would be amazing to just like share what I actually cook. And to me, it's like so much fun. And like you said, we get so much good feedback. And I mean, I think it shows that it can be so easy to be plant-based. You know, it doesn't take like 2 hours and needs like 100 different ingredients. It's like super easy, and it really shows that everyone can do it. So I think the excuse that it's so hard to live a plant-based lifestyle doesn't count anymore, because it's obvious that everyone can do it, even if you are not like a master in cooking or like a big chef at home. So I think that's amazing, and I think we're gonna keep on doing that. So because it's fun and we get really good feedback, and I think it's also like a kind of education for everyone, and I think that's really important. So I love it.
And I think it gives people a chance to also learn about you, see who's really behind the company, you know, the CEO who's actually living the lifestyle. I know originally when we met in December, I know it was a gradual transition, and I know that you've loved what we've built here all together, everybody's hard work. So I think that it gives a chance for people to see that you're a real person at the end of the day. Yeah, you're CEO of a fabulous company that's growing exponentially, but at the same time, you want to show people what you're doing behind the scenes. So I do think it's great. And Holger actually wrote in saying that he tried your cauliflower recipe and absolutely loved it. So
that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I really love the recipe too. Tastes really
and
good.
then sometimes I forget to mention it, and then we end up emailing the person who we chose with the feedback for the week, kind of a random draw. And then this week, Kevin Lindquist, who joins the show quite frequently and gives us valuable feedback and all that. So thank you very much, Kevin, for giving up time to join us live and give us feedback. Julia, we're running a little short on time, but we want to make sure to ask you one last question. I know 2021 is going to be a massive year for PlantX. There's going to be tons of opportunities in this incredible space that we're in. Can you share with the viewers perhaps a little something on the radar for 2021?
Sure. I mean, obviously, there are gonna be so many exciting things that we can't talk about about everything. But I'm like very excited about sharing about our expansion into Europe, and that we also might start with Germany. I mean, my roots are in Germany, so I'm personally really excited about that part. And I mean, like I said, of course, we have many surprises, but one thing that I'm also really excited about is our new meal program. So we will have plenty of new meals, exciting meals that we're gonna have available in Canada. I mean, we already have it available in Canada, but also in the US. And I think for everyone, it's like the perfect new year to kick off a plant-based lifestyle. So it's really easy and accessible for everyone. So like I said, no more excuses. And yeah, everyone stay tuned. There are many, many exciting things happening this year.
Yeah, awesome, Julia. And as the approach that we take at PlantX, we want everybody to feel welcomed, whether they had a big steak on New Year's or whatever they did. Come just check it out. Like you said, Julia, and you make it a lot of fun with the show. Now that we see that there's traction, hopefully we turn it into some type of show on YouTube as well, and get people excited about the whole plant-based living. We had one viewer write in, so I want to make sure that we cover it really quick here. Any expansion plans into Germany for PlantX?
Yeah, like I just mentioned, like we definitely gonna expand into Germany, and we're gonna start with Bloombox Club UK. So we're gonna start with the Plant subscription program in Germany, and then PlantX is the next step. So definitely Germany will be our next destination, and I think it's an amazing market too. Like Germany is just waiting for that, so I'm really, really excited.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree with you. And we obviously have quite a few German viewers already on. We trade in Frankfurt, so
Exactly.
It just makes sense.
It just
Well,
makes
Julia,
so much sense.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to having an unreal 2021. Great job so far. Keep up the amazing work. And, thank you very much from the whole PlantX family.
Thank you so much, Sean. It was great joining you today.
Thank you. So, I want to make sure we're really, really active today with Q&A, which is great way to start the new year. So we got asked OTC markets. That wasn't easy to get, by the way. A lot of work, a lot of, some people think, oh, you could easily get listed on these different exchanges. The regulations just get more and more strict, more paperwork. So we finally got that OTCQB listing. Obviously, DTC eligibility is something that the company wants to work towards to get that. As we had Daniel Amandori on our podcast a few weeks ago, he then says that banks like Merrill Lynch and these other ones then have accessibility to the stock. A move up to the NASDAQ. Obviously, every company in this world wants to keep working towards the larger exchanges. So, it's not that anything's disclosed or not disclosed, and I can't specifically comment on that. I'm just speaking as general rule of thumb. Any company that I invest in, I would want to make sure keeps getting to that next level. It shows the growth of the company. So, that's on that. And then, do you guys plan on having Very Good Butcher, Beyond Meat? Possible? Of course, that's what we are, a marketplace at the end of the day. And whoever asked that question is starting to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Our CMO, Alex Hoffman, she keeps really wanting to focus on the grocery side of things on our website. The grocery side definitely has the most traction. And to be able to have a massive impact in 2021, it's introducing a whole refrigerated section, frozen section. So, in time, that definitely will come and then be able to get it out within our stores. We'll definitely have some of those products. Do you plan on expanding your grocery presence? Again, 100% we are. We want to go ahead and literally have hundreds of thousands of products on this platform for people to come, explore, have fun. One week, maybe you're doing groceries. Next week, you're buying plants for your house or for whoever else is important in your life. So that's what we've seen, and the traction just keeps growing. It's absolutely mind-blowing how quickly we've grown this company from a concept in December to a website in April to going public in August, announcing a few acquisitions and a $12.5 million non-brokered placement. I don't think that we could have done more in 2020, and I don't think anybody should expect anything less from us going forward in 2021. And that's pretty much everything. I answered pretty much all questions here. If anybody has any direct questions for me, feel free. Sean, SEAN, @plantx.com. Or feel free, my cell phone number is 604-355-6100. Happy to have a call with anybody. we'll keep our heads down here, working through the holidays. And thanks again for taking time out of your Saturday to join us. Until next time, stay curious, stay planted, stay healthy. Cheers.
So that's it for this episode of the PlantX podcast. Please check out www.plantx.com, the one-stop shop for everything plant-based and the digital face of the plant-based community. We have meal delivery, groceries, plant-based supplements and vitamins, and great ways to connect with like-minded individuals about the lifestyle we share. Stay healthy, stay curious, and we'll see you next time.